Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Saturday, November 17th and Sunday, November 18th, 2018 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for these days is I utilize the power of divine flow. And here's the very good news. We have Mars reaching 1 degree. So if you are feeling kind of lackadaisical and without energy, hopefully Mars moving to 1 degree will spur a little bit of energy. That being said, Mars is in Pisces and the moon is continuing to move through Pisces and finish up in Pisces. And Pisces really is about being in the flow. And sometimes being in the flow requires taking it easy. In fact, as I was sitting here writing the Astro, that song, I don't even know what song it is. I think it's from like the 70s, maybe. Take it easy and don't let the sound of your own wheels drive you crazy. That is so appropriate for this energy and even for these cards that I have today, which we'll get into. But take it easy. Don't be afraid to take a day, chill. The energy for Saturday is 25 degrees. That's 7 energy, so it really is about utilizing the flow. And a lot of times when you utilize the flow, that information, the yin intuition comes to you to help you move. Now, in addition to it being kind of a chill day because of the moon being in Pisces, the moon is also making an acquaintance, meeting up with Neptune. Neptune and Pisces, this is conjunct energy. This is powerful. The moon and Neptune both have secrets. Rumi poems keep popping into my head. The night breeze has secrets to tell. Don't go back to sleep. And basically it's saying like, stay awake, listen, stay conscious. And I think that's a really good message for the day is rather than being so busy that you're not available, stay awake, stay conscious, stay available to any messages that Spirit may have for you in this energy, in this day. The other connection that we have, little transformation, is the moon. Moon working with Pluto energy. Pluto in Capricorn. Now, see, this is where we get to be a part of transformation. This is where we get to be a part of conscious change. You know, Pluto moving through Capricorn is changing the structures of things. And in the world's traditional structure, especially America, where we live, it is stay busy, get all the things done. Do all the things. I have this card in reverse. Don't let the sound of your own wheels drive you crazy. Rather, be a leading edge changer. I don't know if that's the proper way of saying it, but be on the leading edge of change by allowing what you need. Be in the flow with the universe. Be in the cosmic flow. This is the Empress card. It is the creativity card. So it's like nurturing yourself, mothering yourself, and as you do that, creativity, divine inspiration can come through and inspire you how to move. The universe is a friendly place. If you find yourself getting stressed, take your monkey out for a walk. Stop letting your own wheels drive you crazy. Make that shift. Put down 1 or 2 of the things that you think that has to get done right now. It does not have to get done right now. All right, so moving on to Sunday. Sunday has a bit of a different energy to it. The moon will be shifting into Aries. The moon shifts into Aries 7:56 a.m. So now with Mars moving forward, you know, moved past 1 degree, moon moving into Aries and some fire connection, the moon connecting to Jupiter, we may actually feel like we have a little bit more energy to utilize. Before we have that shift of the moon, though, we have the sun and the moon connecting. Sun in Scorpio, finishing up the last few days of sun in Scorpio and moon in Pisces. So pay attention to your dreams. Saturday night into Sunday morning. Again, divine inspiration. I do feel like messages will be coming through. Should we create the space, allow the space for them to come through? Moon into Aries. Moon into Aries can bring out our passion. It can bring out our aggression. It can also bring that energy like, oh, I finally have the firepower to go and do. The first connection that we have, though, is very interesting. Actually, the astro that we're building into is very interesting. Again, a song popped into my head. The Policy of Truth. Is that Duran Duran or what is the other one? I always get the 2 D bands mixed up from the 80s, but the Policy of Truth. I don't think it's Duran Duran. And what I want to say in my head, just so you can get into the Mimi head, is Deepak Chopra. And I know that's not a band, that's a person. The band that I think it is just, for some reason, reminds me of his name. So, somebody tell me. Anyways, Moon trine Jupiter. One of the things that we have to be really aware of with Jupiter in Sagittarius is the dogma, is getting really caught up in truth. What is the truth? And for centuries, millennia, we've had religion telling us there's one path and this is the truth. Multiple religions say that. And so we have to be really aware of where we become warmongers, where we become so aggressive, that Moon in Aries, when it comes to our personal truth. That's what it is. It is yours. It is your path, and that's fine. You're allowed to walk your path, but be aware when you're aggressively trying to push it down somebody else's throat. Now, the reason why this is really coming up is because we're building into a square. We're building into a square between Mars and Jupiter. So Mars in Pisces, Jupiter in Sagittarius. If you've been watching me a long time, we've talked about how the mutable signs can be the know-it-alls, and Pisces and Sagittarius are two of the mutable signs. They're part of the know-it-all crew. They know different sections. So Pisces is really esoteric and can have that spiritual / religious bent to it, but Jupiter in Sagittarius, it also has that, Sagittarius has the philosopher, but can also get caught up in the truth and the religious order of things. And what this says to me, if we are so caught up in our own personal policy of truth, Depeche Mode, not Deepak Chopra, Depeche Mode, I knew it would get there finally. This is what Mercury retrograde is for me. If we get so caught up in that policy of truth, like this is grounds for religious war. And it doesn't have to be religious war. It could be, spiritual war. Well, this is the way you should be doing it, and you should have a guru, or you should be listening to yourself. All the shoulds can come out based on our own sense of belief, based on our own sense of dogma. Be very aware of that. Walk your truth. Walk your integrity. Live your integrity, for sure. But do not be pushing your integrity down somebody else's throat, because everybody does have their own path. And I just want to remind you of that. We want freedom. We don't want suppression. We've had enough suppression based on politics and religion, and it's time to find a higher vibration for these energies. And it's time to also encompass the energy of love when it comes to these things that have dictated so much of our structure. So I think this is a really important message. Medicine, interestingly, is the word that wanted to come through. Very important medicine coming through. Be very aware of it from outside of you. You may have people who are like, well, do you believe this? And if you don't believe this, and it may shake you up. And it's okay if it shakes you up and maybe even teaches you something new. But just be very aware of your inner core of truth and what's right for you so that you maintain your integrity on your path. Again, speaking of the shoulds, the Moon in Aries, as it goes to finish up Sunday, is going to square Saturn. And Saturn in Capricorn is full of the traditional shoulds. So tradition may be something that's coming for us, and it may be time for us to say, oh, well, that's your tradition. But my new tradition is honoring myself. My new tradition is listening to me. My new tradition has nothing to do with suppression. Beyond that, I have these two cards for Sunday along with the suppression. Laziness. So if you're still feeling chill, be in that flow, and also sorrow. There may be some emotions. A lot of times, behind anger is fear and sadness. A lot of times sadness. And so if you have some anger coming up, it may be time to take a chill pill and see what's really behind any of this aggression or suppression that you may be feeling. Let's finish with Rumi. I love this. The angel Rasbar. Tell me the truth. Truth, there it is. Tell me the truth, I asked love. What are you? I am the everlasting life, love said. I am the recurring joy of living. Divine contribution is offered to those who wish to contribute to the world. The great beloved sees what is in your heart and what it is you wish to offer, and is saying yes. This oracle comes to you with guidance. You are being guided deeper into your life purpose and divine destiny. Like a maturing adult who is ready to take on the mantle of greater responsibility, your soul is stepping up. You are going through a process of assuming more spiritual responsibility for honest, empowered expression of your own essence. integrity right there. This oracle brings a special message of reassurance that you are making progress and you are on the right path. Although it may not unfold exactly as you anticipate, it will indeed unfold. You're making a positive impact on the world, more than you consciously realize, and you're being asked, therefore, to continue. Do not give up. Do not turn back. Just continue. Take your steps, your journey, and know that the great master is aware of you and is sending the holy ones, including the wise ancient mother, Angel Rasbar, to bring you the blessing of the true silence. Now, there's the silence. To listen. Let it clear and soothe your mind and heart and help you remember the peace that dwells within you. All is well. Sacred honoring ritual. Say aloud, I am blessed to serve the great, all-loving silence through the presence of divine joy, grace, and radiant compassion through the master that loves me without condition, and the blessed assistance of Angel Rasbar, who loves me unconditionally. I accept all the help, and I offer myself completely in service to life, to being, and to assist humanity in a practical way, according to the graces and talents I have been given. So be it. If you can comfortably place your forehead on the floor, bowing to the earth, do so now, and rest there for several moments. Then you have finished your honoring ritual. I just want to say, people have been like, can you talk a little slower? And I really do try. I really, really do, but I'm trying to grasp everything that comes through. But I feel like you don't have to say every word of that honoring ritual. If you hold that space for those words to move through you, I believe that it's enough without you saying it, although you can say it with me as well. So that is it for today. Email mimiclark@gmail.com to book a reading. I took a day of rest today, so I did not email anybody, but I promise I will be getting back to those of you who have booked readings sometime this weekend, setting them up for this next week. Besides that, the better it gets, the better it gets. There is enough love in the world for you, and you have the power. Namaste.